It's not always about the age, it's about the mindset. Welcome to Cougar Chronicles, where we sit down and we talk about life, relationships, and everything in between from a grown woman's perspective. So grab you a drink, get comfortable, and let's get into today's episode of Cougar Chronicles Age Gap Dating. Age gap dating, I do have me some notes here. For me, dating older in some cases can be a plus because the person can be, financially stable when they're older. Not in all cases, but in some. Wisdom comes along with that as well. When you're dating younger, it could be the excitement, the energy of the person because they are younger and they are more spontaneous. But you do also have some gentlemen that are older that are just as spontaneous. As a younger gentleman. When I was younger, me personally, I preferred to date older men. And now that I am older, I prefer to date younger men. Now, that is just my preference. You guys tell me in the comments what your preference is or what works for you as far as age, or does age even matter? Now, for me, with older men, it taught me like about life lessons that I didn't even know that I was going to need eventually in the future. And dating younger for me now is just more exciting. They're more youthful, they're more open-minded, they're more adventurous and different things like that. But some people say, age is not a number, and it's really not, but it's just really your personal preference. It's your personal preference. Um Younger men reminded me that, life is like they say, look, a box of chocolates. Like, it's fun, it's fresh, and it's full of surprises. And like, with me, age is optional, but happiness is mandatory. So it could be a younger gentleman, but I do have, my preference as far as, like, I am 50, and I personally don't think I would go any younger than 40 for me. Um it, like I said, it varies with everybody what your preference is. A lot of older women are going for younger men. What their experiences are and their reasons, everybody is different. But when I was younger, because I seemed like I felt as though I was the type of person that had, like they say, an old soul. So when I was young, 19, 20, I acted like I was 30 or 35. And so I dated my very first real relationship. I was 19 and the guy was 29. There was a 10-year age difference. And every relationship that I have been in, even when I was married, there was a slight age gap. I think with my ex-husband, it was maybe 7 years or 8 years or something like that. But I was asked the question, would I date older? Absolutely. I would date older. I would date older, like I said, because, you really have to give people a chance. You can't just put a cap on age. Now, I'm not going to go into the 20s and 30s and stuff like that. It is really all based off of how I am treated, and that's what I really base it on. But for myself, it's like 40 is for me, 39 is pushing it. But that's just my personal preference. And with age gap dating, you see a lot of the older gentlemen are going for younger women. And what I hear coming back from that is the younger women, they can manipulate, they can control them. And I wouldn't say that. With a younger man, when I'm dating a younger man, it's just like they're more open. Oh yeah, like if I, suggest something, it's like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. And even if they've done it before, they're willing to do it again if it just means making me happy. Whereas to in situations with older gentlemen, oh, I've done that before, or my homeboy or my brother did that and they say they didn't like that. It's pretty much they're set in their ways. And I'm not saying all older guys are set in their ways, because they're not. because they can say the same about women, which the internet has been going crazy with older women. We're washed up, nobody wants us, this and that. We're broken, we're bitter, and this and that. And to each his own. Everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different, but I still desire to be happy, whether he is younger, whether he is older. The only expectations that I have would be that he is fun. He is open minded. He is outgoing. He is spontaneous. If he's older, he definitely has to be active. He has to be active some type of way. I'm not saying you have to be in the gym 4 or 5 times, but you have to be active. You have to be active. So with age gap dating, that's just it's just like it reversed for me. Like I said, when I was younger, I preferred older, and now that I'm older, I prefer younger, and that's just my personal preference. But I am definitely open to dating older if they are still, fun and outgoing and not set in their ways and don't just want to go to work and come home. I do have me some wine, y'all. This is what is this wine called? It's a red wine. It's sweet, but I think it's Menage a Trois or something like that. I got it from Target, but it's really, really good. It doesn't really matter what type of wine it is, as long as it's sweet. And once that chill goes off, that's it. But yeah, ladies, don't put yourself in the box to where you're not open to dating younger if you've never dated younger before, because it just might be what you need. It just might be what you need, and you cannot worry about what people are going to say, because I say this all the time. People are going to talk. People are going to people are entitled to their opinions, and they are going to tell you how they feel. You may agree with it, you may not. But if dating younger is makes you happy and makes you even feel younger and more vibrant and more full of life, then go for it. If your preference is around your same age or older, then you pretty much do whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you comfortable in your relationship. But I would say at least give it a shot. At least try it, just to see. All younger men are not immature. Some of them are very mature for their ages, very mature, and handle business very well, and are amazing providers. They are amazing providers. So don't put yourself in the box where, oh no, I'm not willing. Or now when if you have adult children and then you start going into, oh, he's around the age of my son, now that's different, because my oldest son is in his early 30s, so I know I wouldn't go that young. But to each his own. You do exactly what makes you happy. If dating older works for you, if dating younger works for you, if dating around your same age group works for you, you do what works for you. Be happy no matter what. I say this all the time, y'all. Today I'm in my little rodeo theme gear, my little rodeo t-shirt, my boots, and since I didn't get to go to the livestock show. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to speak on that because I have basically experienced that my entire life. I've always been attracted to younger men. I think I started dating younger when I was like, hmm damn, early mid 30s, I would say. Mid 30s, I was already dating a little younger already. And that's what worked for me. And it wasn't a matter of I could control them, or because I want a grown man. I want a grown ass man. I'm not trying to be with anybody because they're young so that I can manipulate them or control them or anything like that. I'm not trying to build up nobody's son. I'm not trying to raise nobody's son. So yes, just because they're young does not mean that they are not mature. Don't mean that they're not going to be good providers. Don't mean that they're not going to be good listeners. So you really have to take a chance. And with dating today, you really, really have to take a chance. And it's not a matter of being desperate, but you just have to kind of open yourself up to different experiences and stuff in life. And don't just be closed off. Be open minded. Be open to dating younger. Be open to dating older. Be open to dating older. Me, the excitement of a younger man, you know. Um, this is we're adults here, but sexual relationships with younger men for me are more exciting, um, more pleasurable, if I would say. You know, stamina is a lot better. And so yeah, and I can't say that for an older gentleman because I do not know. I've never dated older. But when I dated older, you know, all of that was good and intact. But with me and my experiences of dating younger, the sexual part of the relationship is like everything. It's like through the roof. And so in relationships, we look for that. It's not the foundation, it's not everything. I've covered that before, but it is a really huge part. And when you find somebody that can satisfy you sexually like you desire to be, then yeah, for sure. But sex with a younger man is definitely it's different. It's different. You know, they're open to trying different things and more things. They're a little bit more kinkier, a little bit more freakier. And I'm not saying like these are, I'm speaking for myself. Everybody's experiences in life and in dating have been different. From my experiences, the younger gentlemen, you know, they're more romantic and the flowers and the foreplay and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if an older man is into foreplay and making sure that you're pleasured and making sure that you are sexually satisfied and not just rushing to make sure he get his, that he wants to make sure that you're good and that, you know, you've reached your peak and he's just not looking to just get his rocks off, but he's actually looking to make sure that you are satisfied as well. So you have to look at all avenues of it. Like, is he a good listener? Is he affectionate? You know, is he childish? Does he still have some childish tendencies about himself? Can he provide like a, you know, like he needs to? Is he stable? Even though he's 37, 38, is he stable? Is he job hopping? As soon as somebody makes him angry, does he up and quit a job type of thing? So you want to look for, but really you can't. That's what I'm saying. It's really to your discretion because even with older men, they get so set in their ways and so bullheaded that as soon as somebody makes them angry, they want to quit a job. But that you can't just say that that's younger men because that's just men, period. Just like with women, you have women too. They're hot headed. You can't tell them anything, and you know they. As soon as you tell them something at work or something they don't like, they mad and ready to up and quit. So just you look for the things, you know what it is in a relationship that you are wanting and desiring in a relationship and in a partner. And so with that being said, you look for those qualities in that person. And if they do not have those qualities, whether they're young, old, in the middle, whatever, then they're not for you. If they have the qualities that you are looking for in a partner, then it's it may be for you. It may be for you, but ladies, don't just not, you know, oh no, he's too young now. It depends on what too young is for you. Like I just said, if you have an adult son, of course you're not going to go for nobody as young as your son or in the same age group as your son. Like they say, Stella got her groove back. Yeah, baby, I like to get my groove back. Yeah, I want all of that. I want all of the excitement. I want all of the, you know, the energy and yeah, I want all of that. I want all of that. So just allow yourself, you know, the opportunity to experience dating in different age groups. If you're in your 40s, late 40s, experience dating a little younger, you know. So consider dating a little older. You never know. Everybody is different, every woman is different, every man is different. So just because they're old don't mean that they're stable, don't mean that they're going to be good providers, don't mean that they're going to be good sexually, and all of the above. In the same way with a younger man. So you pretty much got you kind of got to take a chance at this point. But my experiences with younger men, I have enjoyed myself more with younger men than I have with older men dating. I have. So they invite you on a date, go out, explore, go out, see what the vibe is like. Or if you're not, that comfortable because of the age gap, conversate on the phone. See how consistent he is. See if he really wants to, get to know you. And that goes for all age groups. Consistency is everything. It only takes a second to send a text message. If this guy is really interested in you, or if you have expressed your concern with this individual about, I've never dated young before, but I'm open to it, and they are doing everything that they can to prove to you that they want to make that work, or they want to really get to know you, go for it. Go for it. If they're showing you, go for it. If they're sending you the text messages, if they're offering to take you to dinner, and their whole conversation is not about just sex, and they really want to genuinely get to know you and mentally stimulate you, go for it. Go for it. I would. Go for it. And if it's older that you want to date, I mean, go for that too. Just see what it's like. I look for the qualities. I know what the qualities are that I desire in a man. I've spoke about this before. I need a man that's going to be consistent. I need a man that's going to be affectionate, because I'm affectionate. Caring, loving, of course a great provider. We're going to work together, but I need a protector. I need a provider, and I need a protector. I need somebody that's gonna protect me. And I don't mean, oh, he got a gun under the seat in the car, a gun on a nightstand. Like, I need you to make me feel. I wanna make sure that you make me feel like I'm protected, like I'm safe when I'm with you. That's what I desire. That's what I desire. I've been told my qualities, or the things that I'm looking for in a man, is too long, and that's probably why I haven't found anybody. No, that has absolutely nothing to do with it, absolutely at all. It's just when you get a certain age, and it's unfortunate that some of us, we do wait until later in life to know our worth. It's just certain things you're just not going to tolerate. And that's with anybody, any age group, male, female. You just certain things you're just not going to tolerate. So with that being said, you do what works for you. Don't worry about what nobody's going to say. If it makes you just feel that uncomfortable, then maybe you shouldn't do it. But I would, at least, if this person is showing you that they're being consistent and that they really would like to get to know you, mind you, you've already confided in this person that you've never dated someone younger or older, whatever the case may be, and they're showing you that they're interested, you know, I would go for it. Go on a date, see how the date goes, and go from there. Go from there. But don't just box yourself off and, oh no, I'm not dating younger, and oh, I know somebody that had that experience before, and their experience wasn't good or whatever, but that was their experience. Your experience might be everything. It may be everything that you've been looking for in a man. It may be everything that you're looking for in a woman. Same way with you guys. It's okay to date younger, but make sure you're dating younger for the right reasons. Don't date younger just for you to manipulate the woman or control the woman, you know. So, but that's what a lot. As soon as you say you date younger, why you date younger? Is it so you can control them? Is it because you can manipulate them? Like I said, I want a grown ass man. I don't want to have to raise nobody's grown ass child. I don't want to have to look after nobody's grown ass adult son. I need them to already come already equipped. Everything. Everything. So no, it's absolutely nothing wrong with having high standards when it comes to dating. Like I said, just be more open minded when it comes to the age gap. My thing is younger men. That is what I like. That's what I like. If it, God knows, only God knows who He has for me. It may be an older gentleman, and if it is, I just prefer that he is active. Like riding bikes, whatever. Like I said, he don't have to be in the gym 8, 9 times a week, even though we know it ain't 8 and 9 days in a week. But I don't need a gym rat, but I just need somebody that's active and does more than just go to work and come home and lay down, and that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. It's so much world out here to see. So much world out here to see. But I just had to cover this with you guys on this Cougar Chronicles. I was like, you know what? I need to talk about age gap dating because I've experienced it my whole entire life. Like I really enjoy age gap dating. Like that's just my thing. That's my thing. Remember, real talk, real life, real lessons from a grown woman's perspective. Ladies, get out there. Get your groove back. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Fellas, get out there. Get your get your get your get yourself back out there. Get yourself back out there. Do not allow the things that are going on in your life to stop you from being happy. Dating can be draining. It can be exhausting. It can. It can. But eventually you're going to kind of come across somebody that is relatively decent. And it's going to be worth the time and worth the effort. And when it is, and when you come across this person, go for it. Put everything into it. Put everything into it. Don't worry about how the last relationship was. Don't worry about how your ex-wife was. You focus on what's before you right now. That's what you worry about. You worry about and you focus on what is before you in the situation that is at hand right now, not previous. Leave the past in the past. Leave it exactly where it is in the past. It's in the past for a reason. It's in the past for a reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cougar Chronicles. There will be more to come. Comment down below in the comment section, ladies, fellas, how you feel about age gap dating. You date older, you date younger, and if you do, why? Why do you date younger? Why do you date older? And if you have some suggestions of some topics that you would like me to cover on Cougar Chronicles, by all means, put them down in the comment section, and I will be glad to. I will be glad to talk about it. I will be glad to talk about it. So until the next video on the next Cougar Chronicles.